What a busy day in the world of gaming. I mean, with Gamescom, all of the announcements that came out of that, I wanted to highlight just a few things that may have flown under your radar. And these are things that are really interesting to me. First off, we're going to talk about Destiny 2. And I guess this one probably didn't fly under the radar, but I'm going to bring it up anyhow because it's one of my favorite games. The Final Shape, the collector's edition, is available now on the Bungie store, so you can go and pre-order this. And I will warn you, it's not cheap. So we're talking $275 if you want to have the game codes inside. And if you just want the memorabilia, that collector's edition is going to run you $175. You know, collector's editions are one of those things where some people are going to love them, some people not so much. And whether or not they're worth it, it's really kind of based on the individual who's purchasing it. I will say I purchased a couple of Destiny collector's editions in the past. Probably my favorite is the one that came with the Ghost. That thing was super cool. I believe I've got a video on it here on my channel, so you can search for it. And then I also have the most recent collector's edition that had one of those, it's kind of like a fish-looking thing from Neomuna, from the Puka Pond, I think it was. And that one, it's okay. But there's more to it than just, I mean, that's kind of the showcase. There's more to it than just the showcase item in these collector's editions. And this one includes a architectural replica of the original tower that features lights and sounds. And there's a video to go along with this that I'll link in the description down below, where the team behind this, they almost hint towards the fact that there's more to it than what they're leading on, saying they played around with magnets and there's some potential hidden surprises in this thing. So it almost kind of leads me to believe this could be a puzzle of sorts, and we'll soon find out. So you get that replica, you get the Vanguard Mentor figurines, which interact with it. There's a Vanguard mission dossier, a mission patch, an autographed book. There is a collector's code for an exclusive Destiny 2 emblem. These are always included in the collector's edition. So for some of you, this is probably worth it all in itself. And then you get a code to do a digital download of the original soundtrack. And then, of course, if you purchase the more expensive one, you're going to get the codes for the season pass and all of those sorts of things. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you picking up one of these, or are you going to do a hard pass on it? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is in the AV realm. I'm a big fan of Rode microphones. I think they're one of the best in the biz, and almost all of my microphones that I use are Rode. They've got a new wireless microphone system that they just announced. It's called the Rode Wireless Pro. Now, this builds upon what they've released with the Rode Wireless Go, the Wireless Go 2, and the Wireless Me. So this is their, as they call it, their most powerful wireless mic ever that incorporates 32-bit float onboard recording, advanced timecode sync, intelligent gain assist technology, and over 40 plus hours of recording time. I'm going to link to this as well in the description so you can read all of the feature functionality here. But as we kind of scroll down here, there is a lot in the package here. So take a look at this because they're giving you so much here. It says, included are 2 professional lavalier 2 microphones. So that's in addition to the actual transmitters that can be used on their own without the lavs plugged in. It also includes the furry windshields for outdoor use, a pair of mag clip goes that you can attach the transmitters, and then instead of pinning them on a talent, they just kind of magnetically attach, but you can also pin them on other things too via the magnets. A smart charging case, an accessory pack that's going to store it all. So I'm looking at this going, how much is this really going to run? Because as we kind of scroll up here, it says join the wait list. Well, I took it upon myself to head on over to B&H, one of my favorite places. And there we go. We've got our price. It's $399, which honestly is a bit surprising in a good way, because the Rode Wireless Go 2, the 2-talent microphone set, was $299. So you're paying $100 more than that, but you're getting a case, which is also a charging case. You're getting those wireless clips, or the, not wireless clips, but the magnetic clips. And then you're also getting 2 lavaliers. So it seems like a really good deal. I won't be purchasing this just for the simple sake that I don't really have use for wireless microphones as much. I do have the Wireless Go 2. Used it very little, but very impressed by it. I actually had the Wireless Go, the first version as well. Used that more and was very impressed with that. So I can only imagine how good this is going to be. But we'll have to wait and see once the reviews come out. But I think this is one to keep an eye on. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about is AverMedia's Live Gamer Ultra 2.1. This is one of the very first HDMI 2.1 consumer grade capture cards. This is an external capture card. The reason why I'm bringing this up is I found it really interesting that at about 7 a.m. my time, I got an email that indicated this: only 15 units left. Secure yours now before it's gone. Order now to save $25. So we are almost 12 hours later. And as you take a look here, you can actually still pre-order it. So what does that tell me? Because I actually have it in my cart. I'm not going to purchase one. I have no desire to do so. One, because it will not work with my Mac, at least until the end of the year. But two, I'm totally happy with my Rode Streamer X. But what does this tell us? Well, it either tells us that the demand isn't quite there yet, or some people may have canceled their orders and they've got more than the 15 or however many they said, or they miscounted and there's more. So who knows? But it's one of those things. But I did find that interesting. But I would still say nonetheless, I mean, if you're in the market for one of these and you're running on a PC, this may be something worth looking into. Personally, I've tried AverMedia. I've tried Elgato. I've always had better success with AverMedia over Elgato. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but it's just the way it has been for me. I've had much better success. So that's kind of what's going on. Just a few things I wanted to highlight for you that maybe you missed amidst all of the news coming out of Gamescom today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have comments, leave them down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.